How's it going, everybody? I am Donut. This is, of course, a Black Lives Matter, all cops are bastards and trans rights supporting channel. You better be supporting that shit too, or you can get the fuck right out of here. This is the first reaction I'm recording, first Broad City reaction I'm recording post-elections. Let me make it very clear. If you voted for Trump, go kill yourself. You voted for Biden, go fuck yourself. You voted for Howie Hawkins, you got my respect. Alright, let's get into this episode. This is Season 2, episode, I don't know, a number, The Matrix. The Matrix. What does that mean? I don't know. It could be like something very simple where they just casually say something about the Matrix, or the plot is a little bit relevant to the Matrix, or it could just straight up be a whole ass Matrix parody sort of thing they're gonna do. I don't know. I've got no guesses for this one. Seriously, you're just gonna have to just watch my reaction. Alright, let's talk about this episode. One, I mean, I absolutely love dogs, so this was a treat and a half just getting to see all these dogs in this episode being absolutely adorable, dressed up in their little outfits. The Mazel Tov just was so good. But overall, yeah, the like plot of the episode so subdued. Also, like the Matrix plot thing felt like the beginning felt very forced, and then the last like 2/3 felt so unbelievably natural, quote unquote. I say that in an episode where we had a tree literally come, and Abby went insane in 25 minutes and shit in a backpack, like. You know, it was not normal, but it you know, at most of the times it felt like people were just talking rather than they were trying to specifically make jokes, which made it not like the most hilarious of an episode or anything, but it made it feel very I mean, for a mid-season episode, it was really good. Like just a character-focused episode, and that's it. Yeah, I don't know if I guess this girl that Lincoln was arguing with, the dog wedding person, she also seems like she's a veterinarian or something. I don't think we've seen her before. Oh wait, actually, never mind. As I said that, I guess that is the veterinarian we've seen before when Alana was doing the dog walking thing. And yeah, so I guess they are now gonna have a rivalry thing with Lincoln and her, and okay, I guess she will be reoccurring. That's nice though. You know, I almost completely forgot that she was already in this, but yeah, she was. And we really did not get much with Elliot at all back with the episode of Alana's family. He was there and he had a couple speaking lines, but we didn't really get a read on him very much. So this episode really helped us get a read on him a lot better. He is that like frantic gay, that constant sweating gay. I don't know why it's such a thing, but it is. They're just constant sweats. But yeah, he's now it seems like Brandon also might be like, this show is having more recurring characters than I was expecting. It seemed like most of them were going to be one-off, but now we're having a little bit more of a you know, people falling into roles and you know, falling into like certain kind of plots that we can continue doing, and you know, we gotten a handle on what the show is now, I feel like. And opening up to Alana's family has added so many interesting characters, because everybody related to them is just the worst. Just absolutely the worst. And I'm actually excited to see Abby's family potentially at some point. I don't know if there's anything to say about the quote-unquote Matrix side of this episode and everything. Like, it is so early 2000s. It's so crazy that it came out in this show, like, that they wanted to do a plot about something like this. Because this feels like such an old-ass plot. Like, I never see this anymore. But, yeah, I don't know if there's anything I have to you know, say about it. I'm really not one of those people who, you know, is like, oh, I'll just sit on the computer scrolling on a, like, social media site for... you know, the whole day or something like that. So, like, maybe like an hour or two or something like that, but, you know, not like the whole day or getting sucked in or anything like that. I've definitely done the thing of being in the same room of somebody else and being so into two separate things. Even, you know, whether it be like reading a book maybe or just like watching shit, whatever, but then just forgetting they're there entirely. I have watched a show next to somebody and then picked up my phone to try and text them about the show that I am watching with them. So, yeah, I fully get that aspect of it. And I do think that, speaking of how much this episode just felt like people talking and how it was just kind of going from one thing to another without really like feeling like much of a plot was happening at all, or we were getting to anything. Like the dog wedding seemed like they were making it out to be like a climax, but not really. And I didn't expect it to be. But in a normal plot, you would sort of make that like the climaxy sort of thing, but it kind of just was, a side dressing to the whole episode. And yeah, I think the Matrix thing being them, you just start talking about something and then you go down the rabbit hole. Like that's basically what this episode was. I mean, she literally went down the rabbit hole. That just sort of getting lost. And I mean, as I keep saying, all these words are extremely relevant to this episode. And yeah, them being without their phones. I've never done anything like that, so I don't have anything to add to that aspect. I know people that do that, like, let's go off the grid and do blah blah blah. And, yeah, I've never done it, never had any willingness to do it, like, never been like, I want to do that, I don't really care. I mean, like, my phone currently, like, I can't call anybody, I don't have any service on this phone, I have service, like, I don't know, I use Wi-Fi on it, but, like, that's it, I don't really have, like, a plan, I don't think, or anything like that. I know, I don't know why I said I think, I know I don't. Yeah, so, like, when I go out, it's not like I have my phone like a normal person would have their phone, but, it's still, like, if I'm going out on a walk, I will open up Google Maps first, take a screenshot of that, and then that way if I accidentally do get lost or something, at least I have a screenshot of, I could try and backtrack and be like, okay, I think I went like this and that and that, So, yeah. I'm always gotta have something like that on me, but I do know the, not being able to call people, not being able to text people, that is, I don't know if I would say it's nice or it's whatever, like you're being it's nothing. I feel nothing about it. I feel no way one way or the other. Man, I would be like, I mean, like, aside from the foot hurting is the bad part about Alana being down in the hole, not Alana, Abby being down in the hole. But if it wasn't for that, I'd be chilling down there for hours, man. That seems like such a dope place. Also, it's like I have claustrophobia, but I definitely also prefer like small spaces, tight spaces, but not closed spaces. And like that enclosed, I would be able to easily climb out of there. She would be able to easily climb out of there if her foot wasn't hurting. So, it seems like a pretty chill place. There's a shelf and everything. That seems amazing. I would absolutely be chilling in that place. Yeah, I think that's all about I have to say about this episode. Nothing really else. Lincoln was nice, but there could have been more jokes with Lincoln. I feel like it was very bland. I'll see you guys for the next one. Until then, get the fuck out of here.